I'm Tabitha Nanzala.
I'm Kimani.
4 months.
Same 4 months.
I personally applied because back home in Kenya, I have a business. So we've been going through a lot of struggles in terms of getting customers, getting yourself out there, marketing and advertising. So when I saw about the MEST program, I was like, at least these guys can give me like a roadmap of what I'm missing. But when I applied, I saw it's much more than what I thought of. As in, we have 3 classes: the tech, the comms class, the communications class, and the business class. And they go so in-depth in what forms the tech industry. And for me, that was a plus because I learned more when I came, not before.
For me, the reason I applied was I was in a corporate environment. I was employed. But I always knew that ultimately I want to run my own business. But I wanted to first get formal training before I start the business. So I was considering doing an MBA and applying to business schools, seeing what they have to offer. So when I saw MEST, it was more like, oh, this is business training but focused more in the tech space that I actually currently work in. So that's why I applied to MEST.
The company I left back home it's an educational software company where we make mostly material for schools. So we had made for high school level and primary level, but getting the voice out, knowing how to price, knowing who to talk to was not easy because we didn't have that knowledge.
For me, I think what I didn't know when I came is basically everything about a business. I knew the business is about a problem and you have to solve it and fix it. But mainly the other soft side of things, dealing with conflict, communication, how to present ideas to people every time. Those are some of the major things I've learned when I've come here.
For me, the big take was communications, because many times when you have a business, you think mainly about how to come up with a product or service and how to get it out there. We never really think about how team dynamics play, how to choose your co-founder and all that, how to present yourself, how to believe in yourself. So for me, the main thing was comm skills. Also, actually it was everything, because even the tech, the way we are taught is different from what you're taught in school or uni. It's more application based, and also the business side is the same. So I can say for me personally, to summarize, MEST is the apprentice now in 1 year, because everything we are taught, it's not geared towards passing an exam, but it's geared towards what you've gotten, depending on your learning curve, how you're applying it. Since I've been here, we've been given chances and opportunities to come up with various ideas. So you don't cling so much on one. That's also another takeaway I've gotten from here, that your idea doesn't really matter. It's what puts that idea together that matters. So you're not really, emphasis is not much on this is my pet project, I can't let it go, but how far am I moving, how fast am I moving, what am I learning. So for the various ideas I've learned, I'm learning how to apply things differently, though the ideas are not similar. So I can't really say I have like a pet project, though I'm still interested in what I did back home, but I'm also open-minded to learn more of what they have to offer.
For me, I think I'm still stuck on the idea that brought me here. So most of my time when I'm here is when I'm not doing schoolwork, I tend to go out there and talk to people in the industry, find out about, but by applying what I learn in class, because some of the things you learn in business class is you can have an idea, but just because you think it's a problem, you need to validate, talk to real people who you expect will use it. So that's what I've been doing mainly. Talk to people, find out for real, is this the same problem they have? Have I understood it one way? And that has kind of made it's shifting. Like you realize maybe your view was narrow, you were just seeing from one way, but the more you talk to people, it gives you a broader perspective and an appreciation on some of the complexities that you do when you're doing a business. For me, I think I would be right now is probably still at my previous employer's place. Yeah, I'd still be working there, and then maybe I'm not sure. I was not sure about starting a business part time, so it would still be I'm doing the business there because I know now I'm still saving up for a day when I can say goodbye employment, hello entrepreneurship. Yeah.
For me is what I talked about earlier, my company. I'll be what I was doing before. I knew about MEST, researching more about marketing, getting more products, using the latest software, who to employ, who to let go of, government regulations. In short, how a company runs. My day begins for me quite early because I take time to prepare. So 5, I had to adjust to get 5, but before it was earlier. So 5, yeah, prepare yourself, bus picks us up, comes to school. Then we have a free hour in the morning. Most of the time that hour is spent finishing up on the deliverables of various classes, and also if you have personal things that you're doing based on the site. Because for one thing I've learned about MEST, you don't just take in what you're taught and that is it. You have to be doing extra things to show you're applying what you're learning. So it's doing those extra things, either checking out the latest trends in business, in software, and then now the day begins with classes. But sometimes we have sessions like Buzz and Product Forum. Buzz is mostly communications, where we are taught how to communicate yourself in teams and all that. And then Product Forum, we have different kind of companies coming and giving us talks. So they open your eyes about what's around you, so you don't get stuck in one idea, but you get to see how the world is trending, what's happening. Yeah, so for us, that's a typical day. It's quite busy because every minute counts. Then in the evening, you're still going back to the routine, finishing up on deliverables, researching on more stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much my day.
My day starts about 5:20. Some days I run, so I'll go out, do my jog in the morning, prepare for school, get here, breakfast. Then I like to have the time between 8:30 to 9 before the first class, when I either catch up on what's happening in the news, or I check if I had unfinished assignments, what I need to finish up. 9 to 12 to 5 is mainly classwork. Then after 5 p.m. I tend to, if assignments are given, that's when I want to do them, because I want to free up my evening. When I go back to the hostel, I go from about 8 to midnight, just practicing programming mainly. Yeah, then that's it. For me, I think someone who wants to come here, you need to know why you want to be in a business. If you really want to start a company of your own, that's one of the things you need to first ask yourself. Do you really want to start a company? And the reason why do you want to start it? Because when you're thinking about, I could start a company to be my own boss, it makes it like, I should just basically quit and come. But you'll find out real fast that that's not what it's about. Because when you get here and you have to sell on your first weekend, we did a program called BBB, which gave me a migraine for 3 hours. When they yeah, I'm just fresh out of company, I get my salary. Then they tell you, welcome to MEST. For this first challenge, you can bet, buy or barter. You're given 20 CDs, and the challenge is to trade with it until you can bring in as much money as possible by the end of that weekend. That kind of just breaks you out of that comfort zone of what it is about. So I think that is the main challenge. I'll tell you, don't come here because you think it's sexy to be in a business or you'll be your own boss. Come here because you're sure that whatever the hassles, the struggles you want to do to create a business is really what motivates you.
Also, for my advice, I'll echo what she said. Don't run into entrepreneurship or business lifestyle, because that's where the world is trending. Everyone wants to be their own boss. Instead, go for it because you have a passion to change something in the world, such that when money runs low, when you have no psych, nothing good is happening, will you still pursue that dream? That's what brought most of us here. And take time and ask yourself, is this the place for you? Because you might still want to have your own business, but this is not the setting for you. If you're into the technology space, that's for you. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to be stretched? Because MEST is not a space where you're allowed to, oh, today you're feeling low, okay, you're fine, they'll let you take your day off. But by the time you come back, the workload that you've done in one day, so you should be ready to push yourself, not just to take what you've learned and that's it. Be ready to apply everything. Are you someone who, any small thing you're taught, you apply it? Are you ready to ask questions? Because personally, I bore my fellows. I keep following them. I keep asking them questions. So are you ready to learn? Are you ready to ask questions? Are you ready to look dumb so as to grow? Yeah, you should sit down and just reflect before you even make an application here. Who you are first of all and what you really want in life.